Hello, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in general, and unfortunately, I am not pleased to announce, I am not pleased to present, South Carolina Gamecocks, guys, have fallen. We have just been defeated by the Texas Longhorns. Unfortunately today, guys, we have just been defeated by the Texas Longhorns in Austin, Texas. Texas just handed the Gamecocks their first SEC loss since 2021. I low-key want to blame this loss on Dawn Staley, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, first of all, she wasn't supposed to even be at this game, okay? Word on the curb is, okay, if you guys don't know, you're living underneath the rock. Today is February 9th, Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday. I can't wait for the game to kick off, right? Dawn Staley, of course, she hails from Philadelphia herself. Her family, she was born and raised with her siblings. She is rooting, obviously, she's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. She wanted to actually be at the game and be at the Super Bowl in New Orleans. But unfortunately, because of our fearless leader, President Donald Trump, he actually did something like with the airlines or something. He secured the airlines, whatever. Her private jet could not go through. So she's like, you know what, forget it. I'm going to just go and, be the leader and the head coach of my team and just go to Austin, Texas and support them. And I'm a coach. At least that's what I thought she was supposed to be doing, is coaching. Maybe if she coached a little bit earlier, okay, and put up some screens, perhaps we could have won this damn game. Now, of course, I can't put all the blame on her. But obviously, it's like, the players are the players. They're the ones who are playing. They're the ones who have possession of the ball. They're the ones who are on that court doing what it has to do. But as the freaking coach, do you not pay attention enough to see that they are struggling on that court? Again, I was complaining about this today in the group chat from the Sports Women's Basketball Network that I'm a part of. I'm like, here we go again at tip-off. I'm like, South Carolina is starting off with yet another slow start. I'm like, they got to get into that move and groove. I'm like, it don't make no sense how long it takes them sometimes in a lot of games. Even during games when their opponents are not even ranked teams, it takes them a little bit longer to like warm up and actually, start putting up some points. And in this game, it was no different. Again, I feel like I understand Dawn Staley's viewpoints and how her coaching style a little bit. It's like, she's kind of like hands off. But at the same time, she's like, she kind of has like the hands-off approach as a parent. Like, you know what? I raised you better. You know better. You know what to do. You know what not to do. I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to babysit you. I'm not going to be that helicopter parent. I'm going to allow you to be strong, independent. Okay. Show me how you lead yourself. And you know what? If it gets too bad, if things go far too left, then that's when I'll step in. I'll be the mama bear. Then I'll be the parent and make the corrections that are needed. But it's like, that's kind of dangerous. Imagine like you're sick with the flu, right? Okay. Of course, it's the flu, it's the virus. Usually what happens is you can just allow yourself to rest, stay hydrated, just lay down somewhere, and the virus will, run its course. Okay. You don't even have to take medications. But at what point do you see the damn patient, okay, it's like almost brain dead. Okay. The fever from the flu is cooking them. Okay. You take their temperature at 105. Okay. They're starting to hallucinate. They're going into a coma. Are you going to just like, hands off? They've been here before. I showed them what to do. You just say, I'm not going to give them any medications. I'm not going to give them anything to remedy their symptoms and their illness. I'm going to just stay back and allow them to pretty much get better themselves and heal themselves. Again, like Dawn Staley is that parent where it's like, you'll see like, your child at the park go down the slide and they will fall, hurt themselves, scrape their knee, okay, hit their head. And like, she'll just watch you just scream your head off. Just cry, cry, cry. Because she wants you to learn and get used to this self-soothing, okay? But sometimes as the coach, sometimes as the parent, when you see your child bump their head or scrape their knee, God damn it, you got to go out there, kiss them, kiss their boo-boos away, okay? Put some ointment on it, some Neosporin, and a Band-Aid, and be that parent that they need. That's what they needed, okay? I swear, if I recall correctly, it took to like the end of the second quarter, perhaps the third quarter, for her to like call a timeout. Because again, this entire game, guys, during this entire game, when it was the Gamecocks versus the Longhorns, we did not lead at all. We were either even. Finally, it took us to the end of the third quarter, I believe. I think we were 49 to 49 points. Okay, we finally broke even. But besides that little glimpse, that little timestamp of the game, we were either behind between either 2 to 10 points this entire game. I'm like, we need leadership. The girls need guidance. The girls need you to be that parent. They need you to be the doctor and give them the medicine to remedy how our shots are not falling. Our defense is just not defensing. Okay, we're getting smothered out there. And again, the Texas Longhorns, they deserve that win. But again, we only lost by 4 points. We could have made something work. We could have made something shake. But again, I don't want to put all the blame on her, but she is the head coach for a reason. You got to give instruction and guidance to your players in order to put them in a position to win. Again, you can't just let the flu run its course. Sometimes you got to give them medication. It's already on Sports Illustrated, guys, okay? It says, for the first time in 3 seasons, the South Carolina Gamecocks suffered a SEC regular season loss. The fourth-ranked Texas Longhorns defeated South Carolina 66-62. Very low scoring on both sides. It says, in a rematch of a January 12th game that saw Gamecocks handle the Longhorns 67-50, Texas got its revenge at home. This is the first SEC regular season loss South Carolina has suffered since a 70-69 defeat at the hands of Missouri in 2021. Longhorns forward Madison Booker led all scorers with 20 points and completed the double-double win with 11 rebounds. Forward Kyla Oldacre gave Texas 13 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. As a team, Texas shot 44.8% from the field. Texas out-rebounded South Carolina 41-36. The teams tied in the assist category with 11 each. Malaysia Fulwiley led the Gamecocks in scoring with 13 points. Sanaya Fagan finished with 7 points and 7 rebounds. The Gamecocks are back home to take on Florida Gators on Thursday, February 13th. Again, they had some good moments and proud moments. I'll say Tessa Johnson, her 3-point shots came in handy. Bree Hall, my girl Bree Hall, okay, she is from Dayton, Ohio. If you guys don't know, she's an Ohio girlie. I am myself an Ohio girlie. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. She's about an hour and some change away from where I'm from. And again, Bree Hall, she gave us at least 2 3-point shots, okay, when we really needed it, okay? She herself, Tessa Johnson, Tahina Powell, Malaysia Fulwiley, she was kind of frustrating me, which is crazy because she led scoring points for the Gamecocks this game. She only put up 13 points. It's like we got to do better with our, that offensive side. But again, sometimes it is what it is. That accuracy is just not there. Sometimes that offensive skill set, our shots are just not going to fall. But it's like when they're not falling, okay, again, it's like it's a no-brainer. If we can't put something up, the least we can do is stop the other team from putting something up. Like, defense got to come on, okay? And it's like, again, Dawn Staley, she should have actually stepped up and put up some plays early in this game. I'm tired of it being normal for South Carolina Gamecocks to have slow starts. Y'all were ranked number 1 for too long. It should not take y'all 3-4 minutes into the game to put up a 1 point. And the 1 point is like from a freaking a free throw shot because somebody got fouled. Like, are y'all serious? I'm gonna apologize if I sound a little bit angry. Okay, I'm a little bit passionate. Last night, my OSU Buckeyes, they got whooped by USC Trojans. I'm about to do a video on that later on sometime today. Right now, I'm missing the game. LSU is up versus Tennessee, the Lady Vols, 20-22. I'm about to finish watching this game, but first I got to make my commentary because while this is fresh in my mind, and I'm still disappointed and frustrated at my Gamecocks losing to Texas Longhorns. So the first quarter, guys, kicks off. South Carolina Gamecocks, they were able to score 16 points. Longhorns scored 18 points. The second quarter, it got even worse for us. Gamecocks put up 11 points. The Longhorns put up 18 points. In the third quarter, it kind of got better. Okay, we put up 22 points. They made 13 points. The fourth quarter, we suffered. Okay, we put up 13 points, put up 17 points, thus ending it and concluding the game with the Texas Longhorns winning with 66 points, while we lost with just 62 points. Again, I don't want to consider this like a bad sign, but an omen, right? It's like a good omen or bad omen. In my mind, again, guys, this is how my mind works. Kind of strange, right? I'm like, if the South Carolina Gamecocks can win against Texas Longhorns and beat them at their own court, perhaps this is a good sign, a good omen that the Philadelphia Eagles will beat the Kansas City Chiefs in this upcoming Super Bowl. It's about to come on in some hours. But I ain't gonna lie, man, now I'm feeling kind of like, not confident about the freaking Super Bowl now. Okay, the fact that that's Dawn Staley's team and she's from Philadelphia. It's like I just don't want the Kansas City Chiefs to be able to three-peat. And the fact that we just lost, my team, South Carolina Gamecocks, has lost to a team that we could have easily whooped if Dawn Staley would have got her mess together and stepped in to be that coach, to be that parent, to be that doctor, to provide the remedy and, pay attention enough to your offense and your defense on your team and say, you know what, I see you're struggling out here. Let's do this instead. But no, she don't want to hold the child's hand. She don't want to be that helicopter parent. Now look what happened. We lost. This is South Carolina's second loss of the season, guys. First, we got whipped by UCLA, the Bruins, who are still number 1. They are still undefeated, which is so frustrating to me. I did not think we were going to lose to the Longhorns. I just didn't. And you know what's really crazy? Next Sunday, guys, in just 1 week, South Carolina Gamecocks, okay, we got to go up against UConn, the Huskies. And they feeling some type of way. UConn is getting did, kind of like how we getting did. They got 3 losses, we got 2. Okay, UConn just got defeated. Just this past Friday, I did a video on it. Guys, check it out, okay, because I broke it down. UConn Huskies got defeated by the Tennessee Lady Volunteers, who are now competing against the freaking LSU Tigers. That's the first time that the UConn Huskies lost to the the Tennessee Volunteers in 18 years. The last time Texas Volunteers, the Lady Volunteers, won a game against the UConn Huskies was 2007. I was 12 years old, a 7th grader in middle school. Friday, UConn they crumbled. They literally crumbled. And it's like, what is going on? And now today, the Gamecocks, they have crumbled to like a team where you should be able to beat them. You could have beat them. You had ample opportunities to beat them. But again, like our coach, Dawn Staley, she got that rolled up newspaper that she always got like a rolled up piece of paper, pieces of paper in her hand, screaming. I seen her yelling at them at the freaking, on the sidelines. But it's like, just put in that timeout. Stop being prideful. And, I don't even want to call it arrogant, but I don't know what it is. But perhaps it is a mixture of being prideful and arrogant, maybe egotistical. Again, because like she wants to be that parent. Like, I taught them better. They know better. They know what to do. Because again, like she is a very thorough coach. She said that they go over scenarios. Remember last season when Camilo Cardoso was to put up that 3-pointer and won the game against Lady Vols to Tennessee? She put up that 3-pointer because she was like, you know what? Freaking Dawn Staley goes over scenarios. What are you guys going to do when it's 1 second left on the clock? Okay, let's say Camilo Cardoso is not giving the inbound pass. Let's say that she's actually by the 3-point line. So show me what y'all gonna do. Don't wait for me to tell you what to do. You gonna tell me what y'all gonna do. Y'all the ones out there playing. She goes over scenarios, okay? They go over skits and things like that, which is brilliant and genius. But again, unfortunately, I believe Dawn Staley could have saved us in this game had she stepped up, okay? And she just needs to step up overall when it comes to us in these slow starts. Again, we are too powerful, too high of an IQ having team, and just the number one powerfully ranked team for so long. Now we're number 2. I don't even know what we are now. We just lost the Longhorns. My point being, we are just too powerfully ranked to keep having slow starts of games. Let's just hope the Eagles win the Super Bowl.